The gloves are on. The white glove beers. Getting the mics on. Been caught out before. Haven't used it for a little while. But yeah, we've got another perfect draft review. Yes, we love reviewing kegs. I would say new keg, but this come out September time. And I never bothered picking it up because I feel like it's one of them beers you need to drink in the summer. And now it's getting into springtime, it's getting a bit warmer outside. I feel like this is the time now that this beer is ready to be drunk. And what beer am I talking about? If you haven't seen the thumbnail, we have got Modelo. Oh, it's only just gone in, so it's going to weigh a ton. Oh, Modelo Especial. Especial. Anyway, it's a Mexican lager coming in at 4.5%. It's $39.95, works out £3.12 a pint. And I've got two glasses for this one because I'm going to review it as is. But my manager at work, I talked him into buying one of these machines. If you want one, there's a link down below. They are brilliant. New customers only. You'll get £10 off. Machine, keg, glass. Treat yourself. But he told me to add some lime cordial to it. So, as you would with Corona being a Mexican beer, you put a little bit of lime in your bottle. But he said, put this in it. Expands the flavour. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put too much in. I'm probably not going to fill these up to full pints either. But I'm just going to put a little drizzle in there. That's probably a bit too much. But anyway, we want to get the flavour from it. So yeah, he's recommended that. So while we're doing that, let's pour the first one. And we can have a look at it. I'm going to go about there. Let's give it a little bit of a head. So just shy of a pint. Yeah. So as you can see, it is very clear. Loads of carbonation. Solid one finger, one a little bit finger. White fluffy head. Loads of bubbles in that head as well. Sign of a good beer. So we're going to leave that one on that side. And then we're going to put our one with the lime cordial. We're going to put a little bit in first. Going to give it a mix around. We don't want the lime just sitting right at the bottom. We'll add a bit more in. And again, same thing. We're just going to give it that little stir. And it hasn't really changed the colour of the beer. It's still got the same colour. Still got the same carbonation. I didn't put as much head on this one. Let me just do that now. So if you want to get a bit of head on it, just pull it gently. Froth it up. You need the head on there to protect the beer. So anyway, let's leave that one there to set while we move on to this one. So as you can see, the head has kind of gone down now. So this is fresh out the keg. Had 29 days on it before I put it in. Let me just readjust that. Although it's not going to make a difference because it's probably be gone. Filming this on a Saturday. Probably be gone by Sunday night. Because these things normally are. You open one up at the weekend. I like to start on a Friday, finish them on a Sunday, but I was out last night, so we're here today. Right. Aroma. Citrusy kind of. Malty. Almost a sweet smell to it. Citrusy sweet smell. Anyway, if beers were as good as they tasted, or as good as they smelt, it tastes good every time. So as we know, it's all in the flavour. Cheers. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think that cake's definitely going to be gone by the weekend. 5 today, 5 tomorrow. Might even do 6 today, 4 tomorrow, as Monday's back to a working week. But yeah. Medium bodied. It's not as light as you think by looking at it. Very carbonated. It's got kind of a sweet flavour to it. Bready, biscuity, malty. All the stuff you'd expect from a proper lager. Why this come out towards winter? I have no idea. Autumn time. By the time it come out, people weren't drinking it straight away. They had other stuff. They were probably picking this up around October, November, when it's getting cold outside. You don't want it in cold. You want this as a hot day. Probably chilled down to 0 degrees. Maybe with a bit of lime. Who knows? But yeah, I think this is one that's going to be good on the pro in the summer. Scorching hot day. 0 degrees. Be lovely. You're almost getting a bit of like honey flavour to it. Maybe that's what the sweetness was. But yeah, that's good. As you can see, the glass is nearly gone. Tiny hint of bitter on the back end as well. That's nice. Now, obviously you expect with the lime, it's got the lime smell to it. Almost makes it smell like a shandy. Lovely limeness coming through. Now, is this going to improve it? Because I feel like that's good enough to drink on its own. And I may have gone out and bought this lime cordial for nothing. But anyway, let's see if it improves the flavour. I feel like I put too much lime in. All I'm tasting is lime. That's not a good review. Let's just put a drizzle in. Right, the tiniest drop, because I put too much in there, into this one. Because that literally, what I'm tasting is lime. I want to taste the beer. I want to taste the beer in it. That's better. You're getting a little bit of lime through. Not too much, you're still tasting the beer, but I don't think it needs it. Forget that. Forget the lime cordial. This one's good enough on its own. If anything, I've ruined it by putting too much lime in there. I'm still going to drink it. I'm going to top it back up to the top. Hopefully it kills the lime off a bit, but yeah, this definitely didn't need the lime. In fact, let's get rid of that lime altogether. That didn't need it. Let's get rid of that lime taste out of my mouth. That it's going to be a winner in the summer. I can see people buying this keg, sitting at garden parties, 2 or 3 of these kegs chilling in their fridge, ready to go in, few guests round, barbecue going, these on the go. No lime, forget the lime, have it as it is. That's solid. That, my friends, is a 9. A 9 out of 10. It's probably better than Corona. And that's saying something. That's good. I'm going to be buying some more of them in the summer. On my machine, putting it in the Pro, getting it down to 0 degrees. And yeah, chilling outside, having a couple of these. Can't go wrong. So, if you do want one of these machines, like I say, there is a link down below. Download Perfect Draft app or do it on your computer. Sign up. Very gassy. That's all I've got to say with this. Very gassy. Perfect Draft app. New customers only. £10 off your first bundle. I think the keg machine and the glass is £179. So you get it for £169. And I'll tell you what, I say it every week. I say it every month, every time I do one of these videos. I don't know why I do other can reviews. There is some nice cans, there is some nice bottles, but nothing beats one of these. It's like having a proper pub pint at home. And I'll tell you what, if everyone got one of these, they'd kill the pubs. One, they do better beers on these than you get in the pub. You don't see your Fosters, your Carlin, your Colesberg, you don't get that on there. You get Low and Brown, you get Modelo, stuff like that. You get your wheat beers on there, your Francescana, wheat beer, Weiss beer. I've got 3 kegs of that. Looking forward to having them again. Already reviewed it. So they'll just be sat there, that 31.5 pints just to enjoy to myself. I've got a Hawkston coming up the next Perfect Draft review. Ready for the full-on summer review. Hawkston, I've had one of them before. They are fantastic. So I've got another one of them. And yeah, not much more to say other than that. Get yourself some Modelo. Buy yourself a machine. Use one of my codes down below. And yeah, catch you in another review very soon. Cheers, everyone.